What's up, guys? It's D bringing you guys another video. In today's video, I'll be telling you guys about the things I hate about my F90 M5. They weren't deal breakers, but these are things that I would categorize as a minor inconvenience, because to me, I knew all these problems going into the car, and like I've told you guys in other videos, this is one of my dream cars, so I was definitely still getting the car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into number one. Number one has got to be the brake squealing. If you've ever been in a BMW, performance BMW I should say, you will know that these things squeal like no tomorrow. And it's not everyone that squeals, but once you get a car that does squeal, it will forever squeal unless you change out. You can change brake pads, you can change rotors, you can change all that, your entire brake system, and the squeal might come back again. Mine sadly does have the squeal, but it is not all the time, which is one of the problems, because if it was consistent, I would know what not to do to get it to not squeal. But sometimes it squeals when it's hot, sometimes it squeals when it's cold, it squeals when it's dirty, it squeals when it's clean. So it's very inconsistent, so that's very annoying. Let's use your imagination. You're pulling up to a stoplight in your $100,000 car, and as soon as you hit the brakes, you sound like a 1980 school bus. It is, I wouldn't say embarrassing, because you are still driving a $100,000 car, but it's like, dang, that's not the kind of attention I want. I really don't want any attention. That's why I picked the M5, so I could just, fly under the radar, and if somebody tries it, blow the doors off. But it's like they're gonna look at you and be like, why does that car sound like that? You're driving such a nice car and you can't afford to get your brakes done. First of all, my brakes are done. We ain't got them problems over here. But it's like, God, oh my God, that was a bump. I'm looking at a couple different things to swap them out, to swap out my brake pads. According to the forums, there's this type of brake pad that I should try. But I'm like, $500 for some brake pads just for the fronts. Oh my God. Wait, no, actually, I think it's $500 for all of them. That ain't too bad. But I'm gonna look into that again. I have some other mods that are coming, should be this week or next week, for the car to change a couple things. So let's go ahead and roll into number two. Number two, the gas mileage. Yeah, so I'm the guy who picked a twin turbo V8 with 600 horsepower and is complaining about the gas mileage. No, it's not because I did not expect the gas mileage to be horrendous. It's actually, I get around 20 miles per gallon on average. I drive a lot of highway, which is one of the reasons I picked this car. It's a great daily driver. If you haven't, check out this video right here, where I explain why it's such a great daily driver. But no, so the car I had before this that was my main daily driver was a 2013 Honda Accord, and I got around 35 miles per gallon, so I would fill up around once every 2 weeks. This I fill up about once a week, twice if I go crazy, 3 if I go out to car meets, because you gotta take some people to Gapplebee's. The gas mileage for the amount of performance that this car gives you is not bad, because you still have a twin turbo V8 and you are pushing 600 horsepower engine. You can do stuff like this. Yeah, and I do that all the time. And when I get this next mod that y'all will see in the upcoming video, you'll see why I do that so much. The exhaust. Alright, so for this car to have such a powerful engine and have so much performance, it sounds so quiet. You hear no turbos. You hear none of that beautiful sounding V8. You do get some pops and bangs when you're in Sport Plus and Sport mode. So the exhaust sound is very muted, so you definitely do have to get an aftermarket exhaust. Before I go the full aftermarket exhaust route with the car, I am going to do a resonator delete with the Dyna X pipe. Just waiting on that to get here so I can get that video out to you guys. I'm changing out the air intakes. I'm not going to tell you what that is, because that's going to be an awesome video. I ordered that this morning, and I am excited for it to get here. And we're going to do a whole DIY on the install of that, and I'm going to reveal it. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. But number 3 that I hate about the car is the sound. We're going to make it sound a little better, sound a lot louder. I need people to know, when I want them to know, that this car is a monster. But with the stock muffler setup, when the valves are closed, it's pretty subdued. You don't hear anything, which is great, because I do and leave for work at some random times, and I don't want to wake up the whole neighborhood unless they piss me off. You know what I mean? Number 4, we're gonna go into the brake dust. Oh my God! I mean, this should have been with number 1, but the brake dust that these brake pads produce is ungodly. And of course, I have black wheels, so I'm going to ceramic coat the wheels, and hopefully that will help it out. Also, as I stated in the first one, there's an aftermarket solution that you can use to minimize the brake pads. Had to get out in front of that truck. But anyways, there's a aftermarket brake pad that I can use that minimizes the squeal and minimizes the brake dust. So I'm probably going to do those, bring a video out to you guys. I'm just trying to debate on if I need to replace my rotors when I do it, because they don't look bad, but I don't have a rotor tester or any of that. I don't know how to tell if rotors bad. If they vibrate, they're bad. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly for this car so that it can stay in tip-top performance. I have so many upgrades coming for this car that I'm going to bring you guys on. I'm going to install most of them myself. The only thing I'm still debating on if I'm going to do myself or not is the downpipes. It's a pretty intensive job. I think I'll be able to handle it, but it's just gonna be a matter of fact if I want to do it. I've already picked out the downpipes that I'm going to get for the car. I'm gonna do VRSF catless downpipes. I'm gonna do primary and secondary, so I will have to get a tune. So that's in itself will be like a $3,000 job, because the tune will be about $2,000. The one I'm going with, anyways, and then the downpipes are about $1,000. So that will be later on, probably in a couple months. See how it goes. The main thing I want to do is definitely look into replacing the brake pads so I can eliminate 2 of the things that I hate about the car. The sound will be adjusted sometime as soon as the X-Pipe gets here. I'm excited for that video because it's really going to open up the car, make it less muffled. The air intake will also bring in some noise. You'll definitely hear the turbos through it from the videos that I've seen in on YouTube and on clips in the forums. It sounds amazing, so I can't wait to get that and show you guys it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to end the video there. As you can see, it was tough for me to figure out things that I hated about the car because I really love almost everything about it. Like I said earlier, these are just minor inconveniences, not deal breakers, but these are something you should know about the car going into it. And if you have any questions about any of the things, anything about the car, leave it down below in a comment and I'll be sure to answer it. Yeah, so it has been D. I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe for more. I'll see you guys later.